One thing I spend a lot of time on when I'm with founders and cultures around or topics around culture come up is that I think there are two markers of the best cultures. And they are very simple. One is that they are very distinctive in nature. And the second is that they're written down. And I think both are actually very important elements. Too many of us as entrepreneurs, including me when I was first getting going, coming out of Kentucky, a place where there's not a lot of startups and tech culture already existing, was that you end up looking at other companies' cultures, their values or their mission or how they approach hiring or how they operate their companies internally. And you try to mimic it because you admire it. And there's a lot of mimesis that comes from the lack of having your own view. And if we've learned anything, I think, as a startup or tech community, especially in the most recent few years, is that there are more examples than ever of companies who have proudly and securely shown how distinctive and unique their culture is as a mechanism to both attract and reject the right coworkers and teammates, and to attract and reject to a degree the right customers as well. And so I think of companies like Anduril, who have done an amazing job of kind of carving their own unique path where they have this unique business model and this unique cultural ethos as great examples of this, where it's very difficult to replicate, and you shouldn't even try to replicate a culture as distinctive as Anduril. Uber had this 10 years ago. They were running a very specific strategy, and that company oozed Travis Kalanick, the founder's, his personality was infused into the Uber business strategy. And then all of these people that were operating globally and scaling as fast as they were. It's a very specific moment, very specific company, very specific culture that you can't easily replicate and bring into other disparate industries with other founding teams, though many have tried. And maybe most unique of all right now, in my view, is what Alex Karp has done for 20 years as leader of Palantir, a company that has spent many moons as the pariah of Silicon Valley and has now become much more trendy and consensus. But it's already, I think, a 20, maybe even over 20-year-old business. And so they have always stayed true to a very unique set of principles. And there are many other examples out there, but what I always admire about the best company cultures is not the ones that I necessarily agree with, but the ones that are unmistakably authentic and unmistakably themselves. And you just